Honorary Patron, Yang amat berbahagia Tun Dr. Siti Asma Muhammad Ali, Yang berhormat Datuk Yahya Hussein, Deputy Chief Minister Sabah, Yang berhormat Datuk Peter Pang, the Minister of Youth and Sports, and our advisor in the 2012 Borneo 2012. Yang berhormat Datuk Jahid Jahim, our State Steering Committee Chairman for 2012 Borneo, and Assistant Minister of Youth and Sports. Yang berbahagia Datuk Abidin Madikir, the Mayor of Kota Kinabalu City. Yang berbahagia Datuk Naim, the Deputy President of MNCF. Good evening and salam satu Malaysia. Actually, I'm not prepared for this, but anyway, it's a great honor to be up here, especially in front of our Chief Minister and our patron. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to say thank you, extend my heartfelt appreciations to all who had involved themselves with the tour, especially all the teams that was mentioned just now. Thank you very much for a good race for the last 5 days. Yang berhormat Datuk Ketua Menteri, we started okay on the first day with about 100 kilometers. On the second day, to Ladatu, I got worried. I got worried because it was a very hot day, and I can see that each and every cyclist was trying their very best of going through 3 km on the way to Ladatu. And it was about like 148 kilometers, which is very hot on that day, and there were 1 or 2 accidents as well. But lucky thing, there were not that many DNF on that particular day for the stage 2. And stage 3, it was going all straight. There's not much of a hill that they have to go through, but it was 181 kilometers. But everybody, was doing their best, and we had a couple of dropouts on that day. But on the stage 4, going up to the foot of Mount Kinabalu, from Sandakan to Kundasang, that was the day for everyone, I suppose. But on that night, I told them that I congratulate them for creating a history in the tour in Malaysia, because it is not only going uphill, but I believe that it's the longest route ever for such a tour. And we'll be going to show a few slides for everyone to see on what went on from the first day, and maybe even before the race. So, for the benefit of those who did not follow the tour, and for those who were on the tour as well, because they didn't know that what are the things that they've gone through for the race. Anyway, before I parted, I'd like to extend my big thank you to, first of all, to PDRM, without whom this race couldn't have been held. It was a big group we were quite surprised in the beginning, Yang Berhormat, because a lot of them were telling me this is like Tour de Langkawi, with 84 big bikes on the road looking after the safety of all the participants. Thank you, especially to the DCP, who went all the way from day one when he knew about the race. And thank you to, appreciations to the medical teams headed by Dr. Zhu, who being a medical race doctor, I don't think it's an easy job for them. They have to ensure that each and every participants are fit to be on the road, and you have to make that kind of decisions on the road itself. And I suppose it was a big thing for them to decide whether the participants are able to continue or not. Anyway, thank you again. And I also like to extend my appreciation to all those who were with us for the last 5 days. First, to the President Commissar, Mr. Jack Predegas. Can you introduce yourself? Jack? And his group of Commissar, all from Malaysia. Will you stand up, please? They are all from Malaysia. To all the people involved, especially those people in the media. Can we have the media led by Sharon? We have media manager, we have the RTM, we have the Bernama with us. A good job. And the most difficult job during the race, the staging and the routing team. Can we have them here? Are they around? Are they still around? They're there. These are the people who make this race possible. They work 24 hours a day to make sure that all the stages, all the starting point and finishing points are done on time for the race. A big applause for them, please. And of course, without whom this race couldn't be held, to all the committee members of Tour of Borneo. Can we have them? Where are they? Headed by Datuk James Ligunjang. And we had with us also during the race the UMS team doing documentary for the first editions of Tour of Borneo, headed by Dr. Kadir Jafar. And of course, this race also would not have been possible if not for the assistance that we get from all the districts that was involved in the race, from the district office of Sampurna. Is there any representative? The Majlis Perbandaran of Tawau, the district of Lahadatu, Majlis Perbandaran Sandakan, Majlis Daerah Ranau, and of course, the mayor of Kota Kinabalu city. Also, I'd like to extend appreciation to Yang Berhormat. He is not here tonight. Yang Berhormat Datuk Masiri Manjun, the Minister of Tourism and Environment, without whom it would have been very difficult also for us. He had assisted us from the very beginning. And not to forget our Yang Berhormat Datuk Peter Pang and Datuk Jahid. Both from the very beginning, when I first informed him about this race, he said, "Can we still do it?" It was the month of December. And we had our first meeting on the 3rd of January. And I had my meeting with Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun, Dr. Mahathir, on the 31st of January, and immediately he said, "Yes, I'll agree to be the patron." I didn't have to say much to him when I met him. Well, of course, it was about half an hour, was it, Tun? Of trying to convince Tun that we can do tour of Borneo in Sabah. Whether I convinced him that we are able to do it or not, or he probably think that, of course, in Sabah we have Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Musa Haji Aman. Surely we can do this. Yang Amat Berhormat, Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun, it has been a tiring, stressing week for all of us. But I look at the faces tonight, everybody is so fresh after the 5 days tour. So I suppose everybody enjoyed, especially those teams that came from down under, especially New Zealand, from Indonesia, the Philippines, Australia, Brunei Darussalam, Uzbekistan. Who else did I miss? Pahang, Selangor, Wilayah Persekutuan, Negeri Sembilan, anyway, I can't remember. There are 19 of them. Supposed to be 20. There was a last minute withdrawal by Tabriz of Iran. Well, we thought we were looking at Tabriz of Iran then as the defending champion, and everybody was looking at them. But unexpectedly, we had the New Zealand and we had the Australian as the big winner of the race. And surprisingly, what happened in the race is that, of course, we were expecting that we were worried if we only have about